you what it is I know about airbrushing and what I've learned so far and how does I love it and how does I apply it, and I guess anything and everything that has to do with airbrushing that I think you should know about, especially if you're just starting out. So yeah, this video or this little series will be in 3 parts. The first part, which is going to be in this video, is going to be on how it is I set everything up. So what it is that came in my little kit and how it is I set it all up so that it's working properly and so that I get the best application possible, I guess. The second part, which will be the second video, which will be up right after this video, is going to be on how it is I apply the actual foundation and how it is I highlight, contour, how does I apply my base, how it is I maybe match other people or whatever. And then the third part will be on how it is I clean my system so that everything continues to work properly and so that it doesn't clog or anything like that. And yeah, so I guess let's get started. This will be on how it is I set everything up. So just so you guys know right now, I do have my eye makeup on, but I don't have my face makeup on. I have nothing on my face except for moisturizer, which I applied about maybe 20 minutes ago. And it was a water-based moisturizer because the foundation that we're going to be using today is water-based. It's going to be by Kett. Actually, everything in my little system is by Kett. The compressor, the air gun, the foundations, the Hydo foundations, everything's by Kett. So everything, well, the foundations are water-based, so you have to make sure that your moisturizer matches your foundation. So if you're going to be wearing an oil-based foundation, for example, you want to make sure that your moisturizer is oil-based, and the same goes for like a silicone type of moisturizer as well. So everything I applied on my face today, which was just moisturizer, is water-based. So yeah, I just wanted to make sure to say that right before so that you guys know that, I guess, for the future. I don't know, I'm just talking out of my butt right now. But anyway, alright, let's get started. So I'm going to go ahead and show you my whole little setup, explain what everything is for, where you plug things in, and the model that I have is an older model, an older version. I know the newer one is like battery-powered, I think, or maybe it's both battery-powered and like you can plug it into the wall or something, but the one I have is just one that you can plug into the wall, and it's great. I mean, I don't need a newer one. I saved some money buying an older version, and so when I do makeup on friends, they can come over and or I can go to them, so it works out great. So anyway, let's get started. I'm going to show you my whole little setup, or my not so setup yet, because I'm going to show you how it is I set up. So I'm going to show you from the very beginning to the very end. So yeah, let's get started. So we're here in my restroom, as you can probably see already, and this is the compressor right here, and this is the gun, and so as you can see, there's like a little hole for the gun, and that's so handy because in that way you don't have to, like, you know, put it on the actual counter or whatever, and it's great. So right now nothing's actually plugged in yet because I wanted to go ahead and show you how everything works. And yeah, so the first thing I wanted to go ahead and show you is the hose. This hose actually I don't think came with the system. The person who had this before me had to replace it, but this one works great now, so it doesn't matter. So you're just gonna go ahead and plug that in there. You're going to push it in until you hear it click, just like that. So it clicked, so we're done. And then the other side of the hose is going to go on the air gun itself. So we're going to go ahead and plug that in there. This is really hard to do with one hand, so I'm going to I hope I can do this. There we go, I got it on. So we're just going to go ahead and screw that on. And so the hose is now connecting the actual air gun to the compressor so that we can get air coming out of the compressor into the air gun, and so that our makeup can go on. So yeah, so this is the compressor, that's the front part. This is the top part. The bottom part has like these little things so that it doesn't like scratch your table or anything. This is what this side looks like. As you can see, it's by Kett, it's a Kett Jett, and that's their website there in case you want to order anything from them. The back, actually, I'll show you this side, which has nothing. And then the back, which is also very important, has this little thingy here, and this is where you're going to plug in your power source, and then the on and off switch here. So like I mentioned just a little while ago, this is where we're going to plug in the power source, so we're just going to go ahead and put that in, just like that. And then on the other side is this big old thing that we're going to plug into the wall. But I wanted to go ahead and show you this so that I could explain this real quick. So here we have a little light that lights on when this is connected to the wall. And then here we have our different numbers. And this is basically the amount of air that we're going to be getting out. I always have it at 6 just so I don't have too much air coming out and so I don't have too little air coming out, I guess. So yeah, I just wanted to go ahead and show that real quick. So we're going to go ahead and plug this in. Just like that. And now you can turn on the switch so that you can hear the actual compressor on now. So there we go. But I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off just so that I guess I can talk not so loud and you'll still be able to hear me. So that's how everything looks like, and I love it. It's so like nice and compact. Like it doesn't take up a lot of room or anything, and which is great. I love it so much. So I'll go ahead and just move this out of the way. Alright, so when I bought everything, it came in this like great case, and it's able to hold everything, but it's not too big, which I love. So when I opened the top compartment, I went ahead and like unzipped everything just because it makes it a little easier to do with one hand, except for these smaller pockets. So it comes with like replacement needle parts, like, well, just parts for like the actual air gun, things that you can like, I guess, clean it with, and it also came with like small instructions that I haven't really looked at yet. And then when you open up the next compartment, you have another little clip here, and then you have a bag in here. This is what I usually keep the actual air gun in, just to keep it away from everything else and just to make sure it doesn't get damaged or anything like that. So I usually keep that in there. And then in here I keep my foundations and then the blush that I already owned before buying this whole system. So these are my shades, I guess. This one's 05 and this one's R5, and then this is the blush in Love. And then here, this came with the actual kit, and I think by itself it's around maybe $25, but it's basically colors that you can use for like special effects. They're super pigmented, which is amazing, but you can also use them to actually change like the undertones of your foundation. Say you need something a little bit more yellow based or whatever, you can use a yellow, or same goes with like the red. And then moving on to the actual compartments in here, it came with like all these little empty bottles and stuff. One of them I actually have water in, just like that, just to be able to clean out my gun whenever I need to. And then it came with these little bags and stuff, which are great. So I'll go ahead and go into this one first. So these are just 3 empty bottles, and then these 2, they're CC1 and CC2. I think they're for contouring, but usually I just go ahead and contour with the regular Hydro foundations. And I don't know if you guys can tell, I should have mentioned this before, but like I mentioned before, this is an older model, so Kett has since then changed the packaging on the foundations. So as you can see, these are big fat bottles, and then the ones that I recently bought, maybe around actually this was a long time ago, like maybe 8, 9, maybe even 8, 9 months, maybe even a year ago, look like this now. So it's a pretty big difference. I don't know if they still make them like this, if you buy like the kit or whatever, but I think they've switched over to these. But anyway, these colors are the same as those. Actually, I've compared the 05 and the R5 in both of these, and these are just a slight bit darker, just a tiny bit, but they're identical. They're the exact same thing. So the first one here, I have them set up so that I have all of the R collections. So it goes from R1 to R3, R5, R7, and R9. And if you need a shade in between, they're so easy to just mix, and if you really wanted to, you could put it into your own little bottle here. So yeah, so we have those there, and these are ours. So they're kind of rosy, they have rosy undertones, I guess. And these are the ones I actually use the most, because most of my friends are I guess Asian, and they're just yellow. They have yellow undertones, and I do too, actually. I have yellow undertones. So this is my color here, and wait, I have them all mixed up. Oh no. I was like, what? Okay. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so they go from lightest to darkest, or you can switch it around so it goes from lightest to darkest. And so this one here is 01, 03, 05, 07, oh wait, yeah, 07 and 09. So, oh, I wasn't even showing you. Okay, so 01, 03, 05, 07, and 09. And like I mentioned before, these are for yellow based, I guess people who have yellow undertones. So if you're like an NC something in MAC, then you would be the O range. And if you guys need help, maybe matching your skin tone, and if you have questions, you can go ahead and leave them down below. I'll try to help you. These are amazing. Like even if you get a shade that is a little too dark, whatever, it just blends so nicely into your skin that it just ends up looking amazing either way. So yeah, so those are the colors that came with the kit. And then these are just empty bottles. Up here we have this, and I think that's basically it. So this was the end for part 1. Make sure you subscribe and you like and you leave your comments down below if you'd like, so that you don't miss out on my next video, which will be part 2 of this little series. I'll go ahead and show you how it is I apply the foundations and how it is I highlight and contour with these and then apply my blush. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I hope you enjoyed the rest of the series. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my future videos.